his most recent item that he bought was Counterspell. So, you know, he's got some more tools to deal with that now.
I know. Getting shot from afar. Brayden, relatively safe spot. Both teams a little bit of a slower engage here so far, but okay, the signal has been set. Melee creeps going in. Saya gonna pop the shocking reanimation early into the fight. It's kind of low to begin with. Second life now active, and FPS Lounge kind of back away, but as they back, Urn control taken in by melee creeps, and we'll see how they play the next part.
Again, positioning looking really nice for FPS Lounge into the Urn turn in. Melee creeps looking to pick the right time though. There's the zombies, the Greystone. They get unleashed, and speaking of being unleashed, Chain Gang coming out here into the fight. The Snakes gets hit in the side by the Iradomini. That does a lot of damage.
It was the chain minus the gang. Like, the gang did not show up in this instance, but back other. Brayden getting run down. Mirage gonna be first to fall. Nap time being done on John at the same time, so it may be M1 for M1. Can anyone save John right now? He is absolutely hurting, and yet still alive. Saya making space in the Urn. The Urn has been turned in. Melee creeps currently in control. Do dancing around at good HP. Saya finally falls. Urn flipped back over the FPS Lounge. Perry's coming in. Gonna get the punch here in from the graves. Turned back here by the Shiv. Melee creeps are more on the Urn, more in control as FPS Lounge. Only poppers and hydration remain.
Yeah, very nice secure, and they get a lot of kills there as well of just good initiation in the fight. I think, you know, if the fight's just a straight up brawl, as it kind of has been previous to this one, it's not gone well for them, and they're going to be able to, if Melee creeps, pick up this mid boss also off at the back of that fight. And there's not really many tools here. There's no players, there's no nap time available from hydration. That's down, and so this is going to be a desperate challenge if they try to go for a steal of a crystal, and it's not going to be even really truly attempted. FPS Lounge forced to give that one up, and up until this moment, CP, up until that Urn, FPS Lounge have essentially been, I think, dictating the game to different degrees, but finally the flip happens.
Yeah, and off the flip, things are pretty bad now for FPS Lounge. I mean, already they're up against a team that likely skills better than them. Melee creeps have kind of cracked the code for diving in onto the Mirage, and so, you know, Do, who didn't have the greatest opening on Celeste, now plenty of farm to work with, on top of the advantages of having 3 rejuves for the next 3 minutes. So FPS Lounge has to hope that this is a lower efficiency rejuve for melee creeps.
Man, Rem's perspective just reminds me of people who play like Odd Job in GoldenEye. You know, just like there's really a scummy thing if you guys know about that game.
Yeah, I mean, as someone that may have played Odd Job, yeah, he had half the hitbox. Like, why wouldn't I pick him? He's just available. Like,
yeah, and you had to like, if you're against him, like you had to like adjust your aim in a way you don't have to for any other player. You have to like pull the stick down. I don't know. It's just
yeah, it was great. You know, you go to someone's place, you know. You ask their mom to order pizza, and you play Odd Job, and then you never get invited back again, and it's just like it wasn't fun to play against you. Like, that was a GoldenEye 64 experience. For those who remember, as I've now just dated myself horrifically.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, I feel like maybe I got to like cap the age of some of the references at this point. I don't know. So I feel like it's probably not helping us, which was just alienating the audience.
I don't know. There's a handful of people who's like, no, I got that. And I probably lost fans by saying I played Odd Job, but you know, that's where we're at. Either way, 30 seconds till next Urn. It's been a relatively quiet Rejuvenator here so far, which is probably why we got dragged down the rabbit hole of GoldenEye 64. But I believe the action is going to be kicking back up again here in a moment, Dan. There's still time for melee creeps to do another Urn and go from that Urn into one of the FPS Lounge walkers. So we'll see how things are played in the next minute 40.
Yeah, and Do is becoming extremely dangerous as well. He's been dangerous, but there's that level. There's a threshold of unstoppableness which we may soon find ourselves in as the Urn gets claimed by melee creeps. But this might help actually FPS Lounge to some extent. The only issue is that there's these rejuves that are online. So FPS Lounge have to be really cautious as to how they deal with this. Do they try to like pick off somebody on the extremity get rid of a crystal, or do they try to challenge directly? Well, they're going to find Ido. He's been a pretty reliable target.
Yeah, Ido has been, again, #1 recipient of Chain Gang this entire time. FPS Lounge, though, forced back a bit. Urn going to be turned in, and it's being contested. I think maybe a 1-on-1 on Urn. Meanwhile, Ido, Death Slam on the one. It's on the GT. Low HP in the process. Not done just yet. First rejuve going to be targeted as Ido goes down. FPS Lounge, by the way, it's a 1-on-1, or was, for the Urn. It's Saya versus Shiv. Like, what in the burger is going on over here, Dan?
I actually like Shiv's chances so much on this one, but at the same time, Ido's come in to play spoiler.
Ido's come in to get parried, but it's now 2-on-1, and surely Lord M finally gonna fall. And what was a ridiculous side battle going on as Mid-Walker has been pushed, but is still being defended by FPS Lounge.
Sometimes the Urn music gives me kind of Zelda vibes. I don't know why. I didn't even really play Zelda very much.
Sometimes the Urn music blocks out all other game sound. You don't realize you're getting hit by a 7-orb. That's my story with the Urn music. It's loud. Shrine, though, going on down. Melee Creeps making the most of the end of the Rejuvenator. They do get the Urn over on the end. Graves likely about to be going down, but you know, as Graves goes down, you got a Shrine, you got Walker. Melee Creeps is adding on to their advantage now, Dan. Just about, or just over 30,000. Exactly 30,000, where after Soul Diff, can we get the golden statue count?
And then let's get the damage whilst we're at it afterwards. Let's get a buffet of statistics.
It's funny, I was thinking the same thing. It's like, yeah, we're just at a restaurant. It's like, yes, I'll have the golden statue, and my friend Daniel, he'll be having the damage done, please.
Okay. Melee Creep's kind of dominating on the statues. Is that what you expected?
Yeah, it's also been very balanced overall. Also, Mirage of all people just not getting any. Also, the damage being put out by Poppers is unreal relative to the rest of FPS Lounge.
GT, man. GT's a hell of a character. Oh, Ido Hate Club is back.
The Ido Hate Club.
That's not what you called it earlier?
Like, yeah, no, pretty hate watchers. But I don't know, dozens of them in Twitch chat. Melee Creeps though, trying to take advantage. FPS Lounge technically have a 6-on-5 opportunity. Fishcake isn't back yet. The stat difference though, pretty significant. Poppers, you've been pumping out the damage, just superior stamining all the way up the top. Down in close quarters, John pulls out the Erdamini, and it's enough to take down Lord NM as the fight gets a little bit messy now for FPS Lounge, especially with Fishcake about to rejoin.
Actually, I love the positioning from FPS Lounge in this particular fight. It actually was quite nice. Unable to really close the distance, though, to confirm any of these kills. But yeah, great work from Melee Creeps in that previous, I suppose, just string of plays that where they kind of flipped the game at that point that we mentioned, into the mid boss. I mean, they cleaned up so much from the map and a shrine as well. So pretty significant advantage, but it doesn't feel like FPS Lounge are necessarily out of it just yet. They just need a really key pick or key engagement now around some of the objectives. And I mean, that's going to be tough to find, but they're not too far behind just yet, I wouldn't say, ZP.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult. I think the problem that they run into is scaling. Also, if you go for a more meta reason, look, they're running with 2 substitutions here, and the longer you go into the game, the more the deficiencies from running subs tend to go, and this is a mid boss that's just instantly dead.
Oh my god,
the HP
that's
bar
so
has
fast.
just been, it got demolished. Here today, gone tomorrow. See if FPS Lounge can even get in, and 2 rejuves taken, 1 more crystal to go. Saya finishes off. All Poppers can do is pad the stats a little bit with an owl, as no one is actually getting there in time physically.
That is actually kind of crazy. I don't know that I've ever seen it get down that fast. That's poor Ido, man. You can't connect these ground strikes.
I think the only time mid boss has gone down that quickly on Night Shift has been like one of the rare Viper games. Like Viper shreds mid boss. But here we go. It's a comeback Urn pickup that's currently being contested. Lord NM goes in, grabs the Urn, immediately drops as Saya has Reincarnation popped. 1 rejuve remaining here for Melee Creeps, just utilizing them in the middle of battle. FPS Lounge, I mean, doing a decent job to get rid of them, but surely there's no way Lord NM is able to escape putting that much pressure on trying to get urn control. And it's kind of for naught because while this was going on, Dan, Ranger just sneaks away with the urn.
Yeah, doing a great work there from Melee Creeps. Just not really giving any room for FPS Lounge to breathe.
Now, the upside, it's comeback urn.
Yeah,
like, you want to fight here, you get the 35% resistances. But actually, that's why Ranger's bringing away. Ranger's like, no, you guys don't get the 35% resistances. John, maximum damage go. As Leffa just explodes. Saya, the reincarnation. All were witnessed there, Dan.
Oh no. Oh man, like a thermonuclear bomb just detonated on FPS Lounge there, and oh, goodbye to the shrine. That's gonna go away very soon, and I don't know. Yeah, definitely unrecoverable at this point. That instant mid boss take, that was kind of that was kind of the moment for me where I was like, okay, maybe there's no chance here for FPS Lounge to get back into this, because they don't even get any like counterplay opportunity there.
No, now defending the shrines, down 4, easier said than done. In fact, many would say it's impossible at this game state. Massive stat difference. Leffa not enjoying his experience, or maybe is, depending on. You have to get an interpreter for Mickey. What is it? Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is what he said. No.
Well, I guess I was gonna say, like, in the Mirage, I suppose, you know, it does lose again, but it actually looked kind of good, you know, up to a certain point in this game.
It looked good until you realize the Mirage is now 3-19 in the last 3 days. It's Melee Creeps. They won this weekend, and they're looking to take it again. They win the Challenger match, but do they have what it takes to take down Floormen? They've taken the first step.
Brayden, it's not your fault. It's the man bun. Saya, John, Fishcake, Ido, Do, and Ranger getting the job done for Melee Creeps this week. And DDK, if you're looking for some MVPs, you highlighted Do Celeste. She lived up to the hype. Who else did you enjoy watching in this game?
Who did I enjoy watching? Who did I watch? I enjoyed watching Ido. Getting mugged constantly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was that because of Ido's player? Ido just like continually getting hit like with 3 people in chains like half the game.
The stun lock was fun to watch, of course. Yeah. ZP, same question for you. Were there any standouts? Because I know production's gonna want to have some MVPs.
You know, standouts for me, honestly, I think back to that urn fight where Ranger just got to sit back and make Vindicta look good. Even though that was a fight they lost, it was like, damn, Ranger hitting shots. Ranger, you know, more known for support play, still able to click some heads when necessary. But, you know, for Melee Creeps, it just felt like they just needed one good fight and things went their way. I think towards the end of the game, Sai was actually pretty fun to watch too, as Sai got his footing on Victor.
Ido with the lash, taking out Lord NM's Shiv. You see the Shiv down at the start of these urn battles. That's where it seemed to spiral out of control. ZP, for anyone who is trying to understand the 35% resistance, can you explain that for urn fights going forward?
Yeah, so when it's a comeback urn, so when it spawns in your territory, you get 35% resistance in a 60-meter, which is a really large.
How close can I get to esports pace with just about 2 hours of warm-up before the race? For round 2 of the Porsche Esports Super Cup, we are going to find out exactly that. Usually how I would prepare for such a big event is at least 8 hours of practice every single day. And since the races are weekly, I'll put in 8 hours of practice for 7 days straight, which would be around 56 hours of pure driving time, excluding all the work you spend on setup or looking at telemetry with your teammates to find the last 10th. And since there's so much on the line with a contract for driving in real life with Porsche, as well as 30,000 in cash, this is